प्यारी मम्मा, ममतामयी जगदम्बा।
तो देखो, भले ये ड्रामा भी जो है भले है बना बनाया, परंतु उसका मतलब ये नहीं है, उनके भी नियमों को समझना है ना, कि ये बना बनाया ड्रामा भी किस तरह से बना हुआ है। तो बाप आकर कर करके समझाते हैं कि ये बना बनाया जो चीज है उसको भी किस नियमों से बना हुआ है, तो वो समझने की बात है। इसमें मुझना नहीं है, क्योंकि कहीं कहीं कभी कभी इस ड्रामा की बात पर मुझते भी हैं कि जब ये बना बनाया है तो फिर हमारे लिए तो कोई पुरुषार्थ की बात ही नहीं बना पड़ा है, फिर हम काहे के लिए मेहनत करिए। जो होना होगा वो होगा, परंतु नहीं, वो होना होगा वो भी तो होगा हमारे करने से ना। तो हमको अपना आधार रखना है अपने कर्म के ऊपर। वो बात भूल जाओ, उन बात में कोई को न समझ में आती है ना, तो उसमें अटकना नहीं है कि बना बनाया। और ये पॉइंट हमेशा भी समझाई हुई है, कभी भी कोई भी नयों को समझाने की नहीं है। ये तो है ड्रामा को समझना कि ये कैसा नाटक बना बनाया है, और अनादि काल से ये बना बनाया ही है। इसका टाइम है, शुरू होता है फिर पूरा होता है, फिर पूरा होकर के फिर शुरू होता है। तो ये तो एक नाटक है जो बाप बैठ कर करके समझाते हैं कि ये कई बार शुरू हुआ है, फिर पूरा होता है, फिर पूरा होकर के फिर शुरू होता है। वो बैठ कर करके बाप समझाते, लेकिन शुरू कैसे हुआ? मुझे भी तो देखो आकर करके कर्म करना पड़ता है ना, उसमें तो मैं भी बंधा हुआ हूँ, और मुझे भी आकर कर करके नई दुनिया को रचने के लिए काम करना पड़ता है। तो मेरा भी पार्ट है ना, तो हर एक का भी अपना अपना पार्ट जो भी नूंदा हुआ है। तो हमको अपने पार्ट के ऊपर, अपने एक्शंस के ऊपर अटेंशन देने का है। तो अभी जो हमारा टाइम है, अभी हमको क्या करना है? अभी तो हमको अपने कर्मों को श्रेष्ठ बना कर करके अभी अपनी प्रारब्ध ऊंची करने की है। तो बाप भी तो आता है नहीं कर्म बनाने के लिए। अगर ड्रामा है तो फिर उसका आना क्यों ऊंधा होना चाहिए? फिर उनको आकर करके हमको ज्ञान देना, उनको भी ये मेहनत करने की क्या जरूरत है? नहीं, उनका भी आकर करके ये पाठ है हमको ज्ञान देना, तभी तो उसकी महिमा है ना, नॉलेजफुल। तो नॉलेजफुल है तो अपने लिए तो नहीं है ना कि भाई उनको सब जानकारी जानता है, अपने लिए जानता है तो क्या हुआ। लेकिन वो जो जानता है वो आकर के समझाता है, और समझाता है हमको जो हम नहीं जानते। तो नहीं जानते हैं उन्हों को आकर करके समझाया है, उनकी समझ उनके पास है, तभी उनकी महिमा है कि नॉलेजफुल है। बाकी ऐसे नहीं है वो हम सबको जानता है अपने लिए, तो हमारे लिए क्या हुआ? नहीं, उसने हमको उसी समझ का बल दिया है जिसके आधार से हम भी ऊंचे उठे हैं। तो इसी कारण उनकी महिमा है। तो परमात्मा को भी तो कर्म करने की ड्रामा में ही समझो, परंतु उनको भी तो अपना कर्म करने का पाबंदी है ना, वो भी तो बंधा हुआ है ना।
कैसे करे हम शुक्रिया मम्मा तेरे उपकार का, प्यार देकर अर्थ समझाया है सच्चे प्यार का। कैसे करे हम शुक्रिया मम्मा तेरे उपकार का।
Om Shanti. Be a yogi. Relationship of karma. Because a karma yogi soul will always be a detached observer in every action, he will not have any karmic bondage through any actions. Because the fruit of action is elevated, they come into relationship of karma, not into bondage. While performing actions, they always experience themselves to be detached and loving to the Father. Such detached and loving souls, even today, are an example in front of many souls. That is, they become an example, and seeing them, many other souls automatically become karma yogis. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today's day 15. Be a Karma Yogi. Today's topic, relationship of karma. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Karma is also called as a seed. Thought is the seed of karma, and karma is the seed of everything. But then also karma could be chain, a ring into a chain. So whenever we do karma, and especially now, Baba has taught us to do it in soul consciousness, neutral, not in like or dislike, but loving. So we have to be always careful, because as you sow, so we reap. No, a karma could be a good karma, but inside there is little bit of greed or little bit of attachment and the feelings. So seed has everything. That is thought. That is then action. And then we don't realize, we say, but what did I do? I didn't do this, right? Many things as a result we see, but why this is happening to me? I didn't do anything. So that is why Baba keeps saying, your thoughts, your words, your everything should be very pure. As much there is purity in the seed, then we will find all those experiences in our favor, and they are very pleasant. But if we don't pay attention, then if we are not paying attention while doing, then whatever happens, we have to accept everything. We have to accept anyway, because we don't remember what we did, how we did, starting from thought, attitude, drishti, interaction, anything. It's all karma, right? Everything is action. Every body's part is performing action all the time. So soul consciousness actually is the best practice one can do, to be neutral. Akarmi, they call it. One is sukarmi, that means you do elevated actions. But then there is also negative actions. But some actions are, as Baba says, very detached observer. So it's very subtle. It's only when we watch, pay attention, then we realize, oh, I shouldn't have thought that way. So Baba, when he draws attention that children should think about karmas and karma relationship, then during day we do feel, oh, I could have been better. I said something, but could be more positive. So self-corrections keep happening. Like Baba was saying, that relationship of karma. Because a karma yogi soul will always be a detached observer in every action. but also when you have done already. So some people keep thinking, I shouldn't have. But what is done already. So have just good wishes or be a detached observer of your own actions. Lot of our thoughts are what we have already done. It's a kind of bondage, right? But it's done now. I cannot erase it now. So instead of that, why not I keep my power to perform next action in the right way? That's why recently Baba gave the message, create, don't repeat. And that is something new, something as a seed and something more positive. That's what Baba calling it an detached observer in every action. So Baba says then he will not have any karmic bondage through any actions because the fruit of action is elevated. They cannot come into relationship of karmas, but into the bondage. While performing actions, they always experience, Baba said, themselves to be detached and loving to the Father. Such detached and loving souls, even today, are an example in front of many souls. That is, they become an example, and seeing them, many others' souls automatically become a karma yogi. That means if I am finding that more and more souls are becoming cooperative, because you have inspired them. Many souls say they are still like there are not enough cooperation. So just be detached, but also loving. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, it does matter. I always say. So just be detached, but lovely, but also detached observer. We are having this weekend Sindhi retreat for Sindhi people, Sindhi community, those who are from Sindh and speak Sindhi. So tonight actually is their day for a cultural program. So they are singing, dancing. They already did Julelal song. Everyone was waiting for that. But we also want to join them for a while. So Sister Gayatri is here. She will continue, and those who are in Avyakti Parivar, they all can stay on until 8:30. But I will go, and some of us will be in that program now. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Gayatri ma'am.
Om Shanti Susmuni, are you leaving immediately, or could I just ask you one question before you leave?
One question is good.
Okay. But it's a deep question, so you could churn on it. And, this month we are celebrating Mama, and she was like one of the Sindhis that became so renowned in the Yagya for her brilliance of intellect and the purity of her heart. And I was wondering, how did you see her as a karma yogi, being detached and in relationship with her karmas, so that her karmas never brought her into bondage? And I'm saying that because of the reference Baba made in today's Murli about couples, that, when you have similarity of sanskaras, then the similarity of the virtues and the sanskaras would bring you back into that relationship of a couple. and he made the reference of Brahma and Saraswati, and people began churning about it. And one of the answers that came was that even though Mama was told this, she never, ever had yoga that she would be a couple with Brahma Baba in her next birth. But she was his daughter, and she remained his daughter, and she only had yoga with Shiv Baba. And I thought that was very inspiring, because the greatest bondage of karma is to be told something, but then don't understand how I need to be a karma yogi in relation to that person, and not to create a bondage. So in that context, I'm asking you, Mama, as a karma yogi, and how she stayed so pure of heart and such a brilliant intellect.
Yeah, that is her purity, no? That even knowing that what will be the relationship, but she knew, means everyone knew. But when Baba and Mama sat in front of us, we always saw them as mother, father. You know, that Mama and then there is Baba. But never this thought came in Golden Age, they are Lakshmi Narayan, or, you know, even in us, there was not much thought. But what we appreciated her is that she remained Saraswati, the daughter of Brahma, and she took care of yagya day and night. So karma yoga, really you are sustaining yagya, whether you are going out, giving talks, inspiring people. And Mama had such purity. It was so easy to be inspired to just surrender. I remember when she spent about 5 days with us, and then of course she was in Jammu, she didn't go to Srinagar. And so when we were together, you know, she was a wise, very wise. So we take advice from her, but feeling like, oh, why can't I be for yagya? Why can't I do karma yoga for, like Baba's last sentence of that you will be example and others will become Rajyogi. So that was really Mama as example. And of course, it's really fascinating to think about that, knowing future relationship and your intellect doesn't go there in that relationship. That's the purity, right? And as much there is purity, then what you are going to become, what was in the past, but what is in the present. So she enjoyed her relationship as a daughter, very obedient, caring, taking care of Baba's tasks. That means a karma yogi, right, for yagya. So I think that's her purity.
Yeah, and so it must be more difficult to make that quality of effort knowing, and it is not so difficult to make effort not knowing.
She was pure, so when she's pure, then I don't think everything what we saw Mama was natural. Whether, whatever, she had to go to the court, she had to take care of all the children, she had to do so many things, very sweet and natural, as if she's not even making effort. Of course, not laboring, but not even making efforts. So yeah, it's because of purity, and that's why Baba keeps saying purity or soul consciousness will help you. You know, this is the help that you can do everything without making labor, doing labor or even efforts was very natural.
So
Okay.
you're going down to be with the Sindhis. Could Bhumi tell us what the cultural program is? Give us a little bit of a glimpse. Why are you rushing? Are you going to dance, Bhumi?
I don't know. We are just going to see them dance.
You're not going to take the whole Sindhi community and make them do that train dance?
Trained
The one
one.
that she did, with everybody holding on to everybody else dancing.
Let's see how everything goes. Depends
so-
on people's,
Well, the Cindy's are always ready to dance. So have a great time, and maybe we will hear about it after.
yeah. Actually, this is planned, otherwise you all could have seen it.
We will join at 8:30.
8:30, yeah.
So you're going to put it on at 8:30 for us to see the dance?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So have a great time until we meet and we see you dancing there.
Okay.
So Avyakti Parivar, Sister Mohini and Bhumi, they're going downstairs in Inspiration Hall to be with the Sindhi community. And just for a few more minutes, I will share a little bit with you on this subject this evening, on being a detached observer as a karma yogi and not to come into bondage of action, but to have a relationship with action. And as you heard, that even though Mama knew what her relationship with Baba would be in the future, that knowledge that she had never, ever affected her relationship with him in this birth as a daughter and a father. And so tomorrow is Father's Day, right? And we'll all be celebrating Baba, our father. But the degree of her purity, as Sister Mohini said, was so complete, so profound, and so deep that it left her no space, no room to think of Baba other than her father. Now, Brahma Baba was there, and Shiv Baba was always with Brahma Baba, Bap Dada. That's how we always saw them, as Bap Dada. Even in Sakar, when the Dadis would speak of Sakar Baba, they would always refer to him as Bap Dada, because when we asked Dadi Janki, well, Shiv Baba wasn't always with Brahma Baba, but yet you always referred to them. When you refer to Sakar Baba, you would refer to him as Bap Dada. She says, because we never knew when Shiv Baba was in his body or when Shiv Baba was not in his body. And so for them, he was always Bap Dada, because the two souls were together. And so I think that also contributed to Mama's relationship with Baba, because she wasn't just seeing Brahma Baba, but she was seeing Bap Dada. She was always seeing Shiv Baba. And the surrender and the loyalty and the fidelity that she had in her relationship with Bap Dada was one of complete purity. So to be a karma yogi and to be a detached observer would require us to have that very high level of purity in our interactions with one another. And Baba always says that the confluence age, there's only one relationship, and that relationship is of Brahma Kumar and Brahma Kumari, which is a brother and sister. But it is also the relationship of soul consciousness, which means we are all children of Shiv Baba first, and then we're children of Brahma Baba, Prajapita Brahma, so we are brothers and sisters. So this then becomes the foundational purity from which we would do our actions. And all of our actions actually are done in relationships with our bodies, in relationship with other souls, with other human beings, in relationship with matter. So it's always a relational thing. So a karma yogi is always in relationship. So I was wondering, so as a karma yogi, I'm now doing actions, and I want my actions to be in relationship. I don't want my actions to put me in bondage. So I know the foundation. I know the foundation is to be soul conscious. The foundation is to have that vision of brotherhood. The foundation is to always remember, who am I in this human form? I'm a Brahmin. I'm a child of Prajapita Brahma. So everyone is my brother and sister, even if they're Brahmins or not, they're still my brother and sister, because Prajapita Brahma is the father of humanity. But then I have to be a detached observer. So Baba is asking me to be a detached observer tomorrow as a karma yogi. And then I just finished reading tomorrow's Murli, and some of you may have heard it today. Now, Sister Mohini would have read it today. And Baba is talking about being his companion and being in his company. So I'm now connecting those two to being a detached observer. So there are two elements of being a detached observer. One is, when I'm a detached observer as a karma yogi, I'm not going to be affected by anything. So the first thing a detached observer would be careful about is not to be affected. And not being affected would only be possible if I'm in Baba's company. So if I'm in the company of Baba, that company, the strength of Baba's company, would be like I'm in a combined form with Baba. So I'm drawing on Baba's strength, and Baba is protecting me with his company. But what is he protecting me from? He's protecting me from the sanskaras of my past that would be triggered. So when those sanskaras are triggered, then I will be affected by the situation or circumstance or relationship that I'm about to interact with. And once I'm affected, then I get into bondage with that action. So being in the company of Baba would stop me from being affected by the past sanskaras that I have within me. When the second thing of being a detached observer is not to interfere. So I'm looking at things and I'm seeing things, but I'm not rushing into action to fix it, to do something about it. But I'm a detached observer, and I'm looking at the drama of the karmas of others that are being played out, but I'm not rushing in to intervene. Now, that is very hard to do when I am a karma yogi and I am in action, because action means I need to do something about it. I need to maybe fix it. I need to become part of it. But a detached observer is saying, no, don't do all of that. Look at the drama. And then having Baba as my companion, then I become an instrument. So as an instrument and Baba as my companion, then Baba is going to touch me, give me signals, inspire me to do the action if I need to do it, so that I don't get into bondage with that action, because he's my companion. So he's going to protect me from coming into bondage, but while at the same time becoming an instrument to serve in that situation. So it's a very kind of subtle thing, being a detached observer as a karma yogi, because the two things I need to be very careful about is not to be affected and not to intervene. And the only way I could do that is if I have Baba as my companion and don't intervene, but just be an instrument to serve. And secondly, to have Baba's company, and Baba's company will keep me from being affected based on my past karmic accounts or my past sanskaras. So it's a double safety if I have Baba as my as the company of Baba, and I have Baba as my companion. So let's do that tomorrow as karma yogis, and let us be in relationship with our actions and unlearn how not to be in bondage to our actions, because the confluence age is not for the bondage. The confluence age is all about becoming liberated from those bondages. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Vyakti Parivar. So now we will remember Baba, take drishti, and just to go through tomorrow's schedule. Tomorrow is Sunday. Amritwila 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. 6 o'clock Bhakti will start, followed by Hindi Avek Murli, followed by Bhog offering, and then English Avek Murli. In the evening, 6 o'clock Bhakti will start. Tomorrow is the third Sunday of the month, so we will have world meditation hour from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. And then we'll have our Hindi series and English series. So now, let's all remember Baba. Om Shanti.
क्या खूब ये रूहानी मुल्क तेरी कायनात है। क्या खूब ये रूहानी मुल्क तेरी कायनात है। मिल रहा है चैन यहाँ, मिल रही निजात है। क्या खूब ये रूहानी मुल्क तेरी कायनात है। ना कोई आवाज यहाँ, ना कोई विचार है। ना कोई आवाज यहाँ, ना कोई विचार है। रोशनी रोशनी आनंद बेशुमार है। रोशनी रोशनी आनंद बेशुमार है। हो रही है रूबरू यहाँ तुमसे मुलाकात है। क्या खूब ये रूहानी मुल्क तेरी कायनात है। आपकी ये रोशनी जादू है मुझ पे कर रही। आपकी ये रोशनी जादू है मुझ पे कर रही। खूबियाँ सब आपके मुझ में यहाँ है भर रही। खूबियाँ सब आपकी मुझ में यहाँ है भर रहे। तेरे पनाह की मुझको यहाँ मिल रही सौगात है। क्या खूब ये रूहानी मुल्क तेरी कायनात है। तारीफ से परे प्रभु ये आपका बसेरा है। तारीफ से परे प्रभु ये आपका बसेरा है। चमकीली तेरी दुनिया में सवेरा ही सवेरा है। चमकीली इस दुनिया में सवेरा ही सवेरा है। ना वक्त का है अंत ना ही वक्त की शुरुआत है। क्या खूब ये रूहानी मुल्क तेरी कायनात है। क्या खूब ये रूहानी मुल्क तेरी कायनात है।
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Didi. Thank you,
Om
Bhakti
Shanti.
Parivar.
Om Shanti.
Om
Jai everyone.
Shanti Gayatri
Om
Didi.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Thank you.
Shanti
Om
Yukti Parivar.
Gayatri
Shanti.
Parivar. Om Shanti.
Be a karma yogi. Relationship of karma. Because a karma yogi soul will always be a detached observer in every action, he will not have any karmic bondage through any actions. Because the fruit of action is elevated, they come into relationship of karma, not into bondage. While performing actions, they always experience themselves to be detached and loving to the Father. Such elevated and loving souls, even today, are an example in front of many souls. That is, they become an example, and seeing them, many other souls automatically become karma yogis.
कर्म योगी बनो। कर्म संबंध कर्मयोगी आत्मा सदा साक्षी दृष्टा बन कर्म करने के कारण किसी भी कर्म के बंधन में कर्म बंधनी आत्मा नहीं बन सकती। कर्म का फल श्रेष्ठ होने के कारण कर्म संबंध में आते हैं, बंधन में नहीं। सदा कर्म करते हुए भी न्यारे और बाप के प्यारे अनुभव करते हैं। ऐसी न्यारी और प्यारी आत्माएं अभी भी अनेक आत्माओं के सामने दृष्टांत अर्थात एग्जाम्पल बनती हैं। उन्हें देखकर अनेक आत्माएं स्वतः कर्मयोगी बन जाती हैं।